Hello and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. So today I'm going to prop one question to you. When was the last time that you checked your BuyBotPro settings? Now with the busyness of Q4, hopefully you had a good one as well. You might not have had time to go through all of this in detail, but in Q1 you're probably reassessing certain business techniques, adding new things in, setting targets and so forth, and now is also the perfect time to reassess your BuyBotPro settings and make sure everything is up to date and accurate. This is super important because this is your deal analysis at the end of the day. This is the make or break as to if you can go ahead with an item or not, and it does affect your business. So go through the settings, let's go through them. Click on the cog icon, you get all of your settings. The basic ones are the ones that you want to make sure you have 100% correct at all times. So has your VAT status changed? Maybe you were non-VAT registered before but got VAT registered, therefore it will be standard accounting now. Maybe you want to reassess the ROI method you use. If you click on ROI calculations, you get all of the different methods in there, all the different sums. Maybe you're using method 1 and want to switch it up a little bit, take a bit more into account when BuyBotPro performs the sum. So for example, for the UK, we recommend method 4. It takes a lot more into account, including the Amazon fees and VAT. For the US, we recommend method 5. Again, a lot more goes into the sum and it's all VAT exclusive, but it's up to you which method you use, whichever one appeals the most. Of course, you might be happy using method 1, in which case there's no problem with that, but it might be time to maybe reassess the ROI method you use. I'm just throwing ideas out there for you. It might help you remember something. It might inspire something new for you. Have any of your fees changed? So have your prep fees gone up, down? Same with your bundle fees, shipping costs. Were you a merchant fulfilled seller primarily before? Is it now the case that you are an FBA seller, in which case you can set the preference from MF to FBA or vice versa? So that way it helps make your analysis a bit quicker and a bit smoother, so that way you don't have to keep flicking the toggle back and forth on the calculator. You can just have it set to your preference. Is there any extra fees you want BuyBotPro to take into account? Has your stock capital increased? Do you want to add any more Google Sheets to BuyBotPro? Because don't forget, you can have multiple Google Sheets now. You can have as many as you like. So maybe you have decided to set up Google Sheets for Q1, 2, 3, and 4, and you found items that sell well in, say, Q2 or Q4, for example, based on the information you see in BuyBotPro, and you think, oh, that can go to that sheet, that's sorted for that time, so I'll buy these items ready for Q4 or something like that to help you with your planning. You can have any number of Google Sheets for anything that you like, anything that you want to do. You can add them in there. Maybe that's just an idea for you. Do you want to use BuyBotPro Island? So maybe you haven't had that showing before, but it is a simplified view of everything taken from the main BuyBotPro panel. If you were in a rush and just very quickly wanted to check out the essentials about an item, you've got that there. So maybe you weren't using it before, but you want to use it now, in which case just toggle it on. Has your criteria changed? So you might be missing out on deals because you've seen the confidence score and it says it doesn't meet your criteria or something along those lines, and maybe it's time to reassess your criteria. Maybe it's criteria that you set when you started out and now you can afford to look for things with a slightly lower or higher profit, slightly lower or higher ROI. It's completely up to you. You might want to change the BSR parameters. Is there anything in here that you can change? Because it will affect the confidence score and things that you might have been missing out on before. If that criteria can change now, it might turn an item that was considered bad in the confidence score before, it might turn that good, and therefore that would help you understand if you can go ahead with that item or not. You might need to change that criteria. It is completely up to you. But basically the point of this video was just a reminder to go through your BuyBotPro settings. If anything changes, make sure that you change that in BuyBotPro where it's relevant. And just make sure that everything is up to date. Don't forget, if you do change anything in your settings, click on save and sync, so that way you can take those changes into account. It will refresh and then everything that you've changed in the settings will now be applied. Thank you very much for watching. Is there anything you can reassess? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.